Hey everyone, this is round 2 of me and my friend's best out of 7 set. Right now he's using his Spellcaster Dark Paladin deck. Dark Paladin is a really good counter to my own dragons because of its effect to raise its attack points for every dragon that is and was in play, meaning that 5-headed dragon will be dispatched pretty easily considering I'll have at least 6 dragons in play by the time the 5-headed dragon is out. And that will give his Dark Paladin enough power to destroy it, and let alone the fact that my deck is very reliant on spell cards. If he discards a card from his hand, his Dark Paladin can negate any spell card that I activate. His Dark Paladin can outmuscle my dragons and cut off their support. Now with all that in mind, I want to make my strategy to keep that Dark Paladin off the field. I want to gain control of the field before he can do that. So, as you can see, he used Exiled Forces on my Totem Dragon that was face down, so I used Enemy Controller to take control of his skilled Dark Magician for one turn. Because I really wanted that Totem Dragon in the graveyard for use later, and luckily I do draw that Axe Dragonet to destroy his skilled Dark Magician before it has a chance to summon a Dark Magician. Of course, he uses a Torrential Tribute. I think that's kind of a questionable move on his part. He could have taken the 100 damage and destroyed my Axe Dragonet later with one attack, but that only works in my favor. So, at this point, I do summon Totem Dragon, and use that for Dark Horus because I feel really safe now that he has no face downs, that Torrential Tribute's gone. So, I use that to eliminate that skilled Dark Magician he just summoned, and I am a little bit behind in life points, but now I have field presence. So, right now I'm at the advantage, I'm right where I want to be. And I do draw Future Fusion, and as you know, that really kicks this deck into high gear. Now, if you'll notice, the dragons I'm sending to the graveyard, pretty standard Red Eyes Dark Metal, Genesis Dragon for that grave control, and really strange this time, I decide not to go for Dark Arm Dragon and instead Delta Flyer. Delta Flyer is a really good tuner. It allows me to raise the level of another face-up monster I control by 1. In this deck, it gives me access to synchro monsters from level 5 to level 10, and that gives me a lot of options later on. So now that the field is empty, I feel really safe using Monster Reborn to bring back Red Eyes Dark Metal, the Genesis Dragon, and then I do the standard trade a dragon for a dragon in the graveyard. Now I go for Delta Flyer that I just said. Like I said, it's a really good synchro tuner. Anyway, I use it here, and it raises my Genesis Dragon to level 7. That gives me access to my level 10 tuner, Trident Dragion. Trident Dragion is probably my most powerful synchro monster right now. Basically, once it's summoned, it can gain an extra attack by destroying a card on my side of the field. So that pretty much gives me the victory right there. Trident Dragion has up to 3 attacks. I destroy my 2 face downs. I didn't really need to destroy them, but it was the end of the duel, no one really cared. And yeah, that was the game. Thanks for watching.